Hey, hey, 111. Okay, so what we are going to work on, this is our review for adding, okay? This is our review for adding. So for this, you do not need a piece of paper. You do not need a pencil. I will make a quick little note, though. You know how we use those blue and red chips? Miss M does not, we obviously do not have those at our houses. So we are going to make sure that we're doing it with our dots, but if you need it, you can rip up little pieces of paper. You can use like pennies, anything that you want to be like your little chips. But otherwise, I'm going to only be showing it to you using our drawing dots, okay? So that's just a quick little side note there. So adding, right? Something that we were all so good at the end of whenever we had to leave school. We were doing such an amazing job. We were working so hard. We were doing it by ourselves. We were adding up to 30, which was incredible, right? So let's jog back. Let's think about what we've learned about adding. So first off, what is this symbol? Say it out loud. It is a plus symbol. You're right. This is a plus, which means that we are adding. And when we add, do we get more or do we get less? Show me. We get more. So when you see this plus sign, we get more. We're putting two numbers together to get more. Now, my other question for you is if you're not using chips, are you supposed to be drawing circles or dots to represent it when you're adding? Take a minute to think about that. Do we use circles or dots for adding? Dots. We use dots. That helps us represent our numbers so then we can count them all. We use circles for when we're doing subtracting, which we'll talk about later on, okay? So we are going to be doing dots to represent our numbers. So plus symbol, you use your dots, okay? So we are adding. Miss M drew 4 equations that all have a plus sign, which tells me I'm looking nice and close. I see that plus sign, which means that I have to add, which means I have to use dots. So I'm going to do a couple of these just for reference. I want you to walk along. Just remember how we do these, okay? So let me see if you can see these okay. We'll start at the top. Let me roll it on down. So our first one, read this out loud to me. This says, what number? 5 plus 1 equals. Okay, say it again. 5 plus 1 equals. Now there's that plus sign, which means we have to do our dots. How many dots am I going to put to represent this number? Tell me, how many dots? You are right, it's going to be 5. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now look at Miss M's dots. They go down and not across. They go down. And are they massive and huge and taking over your whole paper? No. They're nice, small, and easy to read, okay? So we have 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I double checked myself. Now plus means I get more. So how many more do I get? What's that number? 1. So how many dots am I going to put there? Say it out loud. Yes, 1. Now are we done? No, not at all. Now we have to count them all. So let's count them all. Let's go. Count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So what number am I going to put here? 6. Very nice. I'm going to draw a 6. So 5. That 6 looks wonky, huh? Can't draw it upside down. So 5 plus 1 equals 6. Now those number lines that we made in handwriting, okay, we had all of our numbers. You can use that right now as a number line for when you're adding, okay? So you can use, let me grab mine. Your handwriting number lines we did. Oh, Miss M's falling apart. There we go. You can use these to help you with your adding, okay? So that's one of the resources you have. Okay, next one we're going to do. Read it out loud for me. It says 6 plus 3 equals. So I'm looking at that symbol, and is that a plus or a minus? That's a plus, which means I have to do my dots, which means I'm adding, okay? So how many dots am I going to put here to represent? 6. And we're going down, and we're making them nice and clean. So let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. And how many do I need to put here? 3. So let's go. 1, 2, 3. So now we have to count them all. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. What number goes here? 9. That's what I counted, okay? So there's our 9. Next one. Let's read it. Hope you can see that, okay? 4 plus 7 equals. What is our symbol? What is our symbol? Plus, which means we get more, which means we do our dots. So how many dots am I going to put here? 4. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. How many dots am I going to put here? 7. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now Miss Em ran out of room here, so I'm going to move up over here. I'm not going to squeeze it in and try to fit it all down here. We're going to move it so we keep it nice and neat. So we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now we're going to count them all. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, should I go 1, 2, 3, 4 again? No, I keep counting. So let's go again. Let me try that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Very nice job. So what number am I going to put here? 11. And remember, if you need to use your number line to help you out, please do so. Very last one for our review. Let's read it. Let's go. 6 plus 2 equals. Let's look at our symbol. And what is it? It is a plus, which means that we have to add and do our dots so we can get more. So how many dots am I going to put here? You're right, 6. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And how many here? 2. Let's go. 1, 2. And I like that I keep my lines going nice, straight, and down, okay? Now let's count them all because our symbol tells us we need to figure out how many we have total. So let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What number goes here? 8. Okay, so there we go. So there's our review for adding. You are very, very good at this, and I'm very, very proud of how hard you've been working. We're going to start back at some of our lower numbers, and then we'll build up to some of our bigger numbers. So remember, you will need a paper and a piece of paper and a pencil whenever you do this. If you need the chips or something, you can use paper, you can use pennies, you can use anything that you can count. Otherwise, I want you to be doing the dots. And then you can use your number line that we did in our handwriting lessons, okay? So we have numbers 1 through 20 so far. So that is that. Very nice job. Thank you.